That specimen of the panther chameleon, and we will try to find out what was wrong actually with him. So we open the body cavity and we can see the following. So look, these are the lungs. They are actually in perfect condition. He did not eat so much, so you can see the stomach, which is this part, is actually empty. Yeah. Then we have here the sternum, the breastbone with the final processus xiphoideus here, and this is its liver. Liver can be in chameleons of very dark color. This one is the bladder, the gallbladder with the bile inside, so it's full, so he was prepared for digestion, no problem. This black part here is actually intestine. It also looks quite normal. And if we look here, these little dark structures, these two, this one and this one, are actually sexual organs. It means testes. This is the one which is more frontally situated, and this is the second one. It is an animal which actually was collected during the dry season. It means out of the reproductive season. So the testes are very tiny and are actually like constricted to a dormant state. Yeah. Behind testes, what is looking here, this red longitudinal structure, these are kidneys. Kidneys have a normal structure, they have normal color, so the animal was quite okay and quite healthy. What was its concern was this one. You can see here a tiny structure that you can see against the lungs, for instance. This is a worm. This is a worm of the genus Filaria. There are subcutaneous worms that actually live in the bodies of the chameleons, and they move throughout the bodies. Usually they are situated either so-called subcutaneously, it means underneath the skin, or they can even enter the body cavity and be present amongst the internal organs. But this was not the case of this chameleon. He had only few of these worms underneath the skin, and very likely on the opposite side we will find another ones. They are relatively low pathogens, so they do not do any big harm, but what you can see even here, once such a structure is under the skin, it of course needs to eat, so it takes the energy of this chameleon. And while we have observed this specimen, he was weak from the very beginning that we obtained it. These worms actually cause the lack of nutrition, because they take the nutrition out of the body. And we can see also one important thing. If the infestation would be bigger, so the worms will be more, then there is a health consideration what to do with it. Because to have it there means that the chameleon will be weakened all the time, because he has to feed itself and the parasite. But if you kill the parasite, imagine that such a big worm will be dead somewhere in the body. So it means it will start to decay and will cause sepsis. So it is usually the consideration of what to do, whether to solve it, but then to risk sepsis, and then we need to give them, of course, lots of supporting medication, including antibiotics, which then, of course, damage liver and damage the kidneys. Or we keep it there and try to balance it with nutritious food and so on. There is no danger that these parasites will cycle in the body further, because they have a complex cycle. This is one of the stadiums. The other stadium is microscopic in the blood, and it's then transmitted by blood-sucking insects of specific kind. It can be some dipterans like the flies, or more frequently the mosquitoes, but they are not present, of course, in the captivity, so there's no chance of reinfection by these parasites. So just the question is to get rid of them or not. So we continue with the inspection of the body cavity. You can see here under the connective tissue there is the heart of a chameleon. The heart is quite tiny and is situated here, and it's also totally in good shape. The problem is that the infection with the worms was a little bit more massive. So if you see here another subcutaneous worm of the genus Filaria. Let me take it out for you. You see, such a big worm. Yeah. This is what the chameleons are infested by from the Mother Nature, and this is very likely one of the reasons why this specimen died. And this is how the worms look like when you take them out of the body. This is Filaria.